guys, we're going to be doing this eye look today. First, what I'm doing is I'm priming my eyelid. You can use whatever primer you use. I'm using the GERARD Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base in Fair, and I went ahead and blended that up to my brow bone. The palette we're going to be using today is the by Beauty Bay New Romantic palette, and the first color I'm going to go in with is the black, and that's this color Ink here. And I'm going to use a Sigma Smudge Brush E21 to map out the shape that I want my eye look to be. And I'm going to make sure to make that line above my actual crease. I'm just going to follow the shape of my eye. I'm not going to worry about what it looks like underneath here because I'm going to cut that anyway with the base. The next color I'm going to use is this color called Saddle. It's a dark brown right here. And I'm going to take this Morphe brush. It came in the golden black brush set. And I'm going to take Saddle, that dark brown, on one side of the brush and then just start tapping it along that black line. The next color I'm going to take from the palette is this color Lingerie, which is this lighter brown here. And I'm going to take that on a Sigma E36 blending brush. And I'm mostly going to focus the pigment on the side of the brush. And then just start tapping it along that dark brown line. Actually, no, I'm not. I completely skipped a step that I did. So actually, the color I'm going to go in next is the color Muffin, which is this lighter brown here on a Morphe M431 pencil brush. Just ignore the situation there. And I'm actually going to start patting that color on the line I made with the dark brown. This palette is really pigmented, so I don't have to really tap a whole lot to get the pigment down, and I can also do swiping motions. When you start getting to the inner corner, just try to keep it a little tighter to the lines, because the more you blow it out, the more it can look a little sloppy there. Or that could just be me. Pigment tends to stick a little weird in my inner corner area. Okay, now the next color I'm going to take is Lingerie, which is that lighter brown there. And I'm going to take it on a Sigma E36 blending brush. And I'm just going to start blending out that third color I placed down. I'm going to focus that Lingerie color, that lightest brown we're using, mostly on the side of that Sigma brush, and I'm just lightly buffing it back and forth on top of that like medium brown line we put down, so it can start blending that out. Alright, and once we get to that point, what I want to do is bring back that dark brown saddle we used in the crease. So I'm going to take that golden black brush we used, and I didn't take any more on the brush. I'm just patting the brush onto my eye with whatever is left on the brush. And I'm also going to do the same with the black, not adding any more onto the brush, just whatever is left on it, and just run it through the eye crease. And it shouldn't really affect the blend too much. If you do start to see any dark lines or dark areas, or harsh areas I should say, you can just go back in with the dark brown and just pat it through, and it should blend away pretty easily. Now I'm just going to bring back that pencil brush with the medium brown on it that we used. That was Muffin. Pat it through, not adding any more to the brush, just whatever is left on it. to buff out any harsh lines. And we're going to do the same thing with the brush that had the lightest brown, which was Lingerie, and just buff out the outer edges here. Until it's soft. Next I'm going to take the black shadow we used, and I'm going to start putting that in the inner and outer corners of my eye. Oh. After I buff these creases out. Oh, I hope that didn't set. Okay, yeah, it's good. We're going to put the black on the outer corners of the eye. Try to keep it right at the edges there. I kind of got a little crazy and brought it in a little too far, but that's fine, I'll fix it. After putting the black on the outer corners, I'm going to start cutting the crease for the halo eye. I'm going to use my base. You use whatever you want to use. Taking this on a Made by Mitchell number 5 brush. It's a little dirty because I just used it, I'm sorry. It may look a little crazy now, but I'll fix it up, don't worry. Okay, and I'm just going to take that black and put it right in the inner and outer corners again. Again, try to just keep it mainly in the corners, don't bring it out too much. And I'm taking the dark brown now, putting it on the corner, blending it into the black. Next I'm going to take this shimmer shade called Penny, and I'm going to use my finger to put it on the sides. Leave the middle part open. I'm just going to layer it like half on top of the dark brown line and then half on top of where I cut the crease where the base is. Then I'm going to take this gold shimmer called Oyster. And we're just going to put Oyster, which is that gold, in the middle part of my eye. Kind of overlapping Penny a little bit. And I'm going to bring back, like I did here, the dark color above the crease. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to take this Morphe M213 brush, and I'm going to put the black right on the edge of it and just frame or draw out the crease. And it'll not only make your cut crease look cleaner, well, it'll make everything look cleaner. This is a great way to fix any mistakes you make in the shape too. But if you don't have a lot of eyelid space or crease space like I do, just make sure you use smaller brushes so you can really get in there. If you're better than me at cutting it out, you don't have to do this step. And then the next color I'm going to use on the same brush after cleaning it off is that dark brown Saddle, and I'm going to go right on top of the black. Just to help blend it out a little bit. And I'm going to take that pencil brush I used with the color Muffin, which was that lighter brown, and I'm just going to start tapping it right on top to really smooth out that blend. Just try not to touch the shimmer part because then it'll get all over, and yeah. Then I'm just going to take that lighter brown and also just the lightest brown, I'm sorry, and also just buff it out of the edges here. See, it looks a lot better. I'm going to take that brush I used the black with in those corners and just lightly buff it out here. There's no added pigment on this brush, just whatever is left. Just to blend out those shimmers a little bit more. Okay, and now for the under eye portion, I'm going to take that smudger brush I used for the black and also use it underneath my lash line here. I'm going to take that all the way to the front. Next, I'm going to take that gold and black brush I used for Saddle, which was that dark brown, and run it right underneath, but keep it tight so it doesn't blend too far down. take the pencil brush with Muffin, which was that lighter brown, run it right underneath that, and then Lingerie, the lightest brown, just buff it out underneath that. Next, for the brow bone and the inner corner, I'm going to take this BPERFECT Polar Vortex highlighter in Frosted, and you can just use whatever brush is small enough to fit. I normally wouldn't use this for my inner corner, but it's what I have right now. And we'll put the brow bone highlight up here. Oh, I think it had a little bit of eyeshadow from when I used it on my other eye. Just gonna buff it out with the concealer brush. And if that doesn't work, I can just take a skin tone shade of mine and just buff it over it. There we go, that's better. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my lashes and everything like that. And next time you see me, I'll be all done. Alright guys, we are all set here with the finished look. I did cut my hair. If you're new, you wouldn't have noticed, but yeah, I cut my hair finally, so it shouldn't look like a complete hot mess all the time. And if it does, then it's like kind of the style, you know? But if you want to know anything that's on my face, feel free to look at the description box below, and I'll list all the products that I used. The lashes I have on are from Radiant Beauty in the style Taide, T-A-I-D-E. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And I actually don't have anything in my waterline today, mainly because I forgot and I already filmed everything. So here we are. But I don't think it makes that much of a difference. Honestly, there's a lot going on already, so whatever. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.